There you go, folks. Here's something a little different for you. Look at this view. It's pretty. Some bluffs over there on the other side of the creek. Up through there, this used to be an Indian encampment here in this overhang that I'm standing in. The creek goes away up through there, and there's different overhangs. This is a holler up through here. Got a creek runs up through the middle, and big bluffs up here on both sides. I don't know if you folks can see that or not. But there's big bluffs all the way down both sides down through there. My wife's down there by the creek. I don't know if you can see her down there or not, but she's down there. Here's the overhang right in. You see where people's camped out in here. It's a big overhang, big rock ledge here. Comes out. And there's campfire. People's left a mess in here, but not as bad as it used to be. Here's the other part of the bluff. I don't know how good this camera's showing up, but anyway, this one to show this to you. And here's something that I bet you don't find every day, and I've never seen it before. This is the only place I ever seen it, and I cannot explain it. But okay, here I'll give you for a little better concept here. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, here's the creek. And if you walk up the creek here to the bluff, this is the bluff wall. You can see how high the bluff wall goes up. And I'm standing under what is a rock ledge on the overhang there, okay? Now come down this wall here and get you situated again. Okay, here's the ground right here. Here's the ground. Go back up this wall here just a little bit, and right there, I don't know if I can get my finger around here or not, but right, hang on, I'll try to. Right in here, it looks like a black slit in the wall. There is coax cable for like an antenna, or yeah, just regular coax cable coming out of that crack. Now what's explain that to me? And that coax is in there so good that I can hang on it and it will not move. Explain that one to me. I'll walk over here and give you a closer look at it. I'm not saying this is anything or that it's not anything, but you explain why in the world coax would be sticking out of a bluff in the middle of the woods, in the middle of nowhere. See it there, that black thing sticking out, looks like a stick. It's coax cable. That is coax. I'll get a better view there in the crack in the wall. It's a hole, and it doesn't go in very far, but maybe you guys can see better than I can. But that is coax cable sticking out there. I'm going to reach up and touch it. See that? It's coax. Like an antenna, or I don't know how else to explain it, but it's coax. I'm barely stretching on a rock there as far as I can reach. But what in the world is coax? I'm pulling on it. I can't budge it. It will not come out. Now what is coax? And how in the hell did it get in there? I don't know what it goes to, but I found that a few years ago, and it's been here all this time. I showed it to a couple of people, and nobody can explain it. And how in the hell it got stuck in there, or why it's in there for. But have you ever seen coax cable coming out of the face of a bluff, out of a, looks to be a crack that goes nowhere, about 7-8 foot off the ground? See, there's the coax. We'll look down here at the ground. There's the ground, and you can see I'm standing on a boulder here, just so I can reach it. Here's the bluff wall. Coming up the bluff wall. Coming up the bluff wall. And bam, coax. Explain that to me. And if you don't believe it's coax, hang on a second. Here, let me get my pocket knife in my pocket, and I'm trying to do this with one hand. Bear with me, I gotta try to open my pocket knife. Hang on just a second, just keep watching. Let me get my pocket knife out here and I'll slice a piece of it to where you can see it. Maybe, if I can reach it. It's gonna be shaky for a minute, but bear with me. You can see that? It's copper, and in the middle is the clear piece. In the middle there, you can make that out, but there in the middle is clear, and that's where your main piece of copper comes through for your coax, and then the outside is your copper wrapping. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off a piece of this, and we'll take it home. If I can reach it, we'll take it home, and I'll make another video of me cutting it apart later, and then I'll post it for you. Show you what it actually looks like. You can actually see that or not. That is coax cable. And there's your another case knife. But anyway, there's a piece of coax cable. And if you can see it or not, it's kind of hard to see out here. I'm holding the phone in one hand, trying to hold the pocket knife and this piece of coax in the other hand. But I've cut this piece off, and when I get home, I'll get it on the counter, and I'll cut it open to where you guys can actually see what it looks like and make another short video for you. But I don't know if you can make it on camera, but if not, we'll cut it out when I get home and I'll make another video. Then again, like I said, this is out here in the middle of nowhere. There's no houses, no nothing. It's out in the middle of, I don't want to say on camera, but out in the middle of nowhere. There's no houses, no nothing around for miles. Big bluffs on both sides, a big creek down through here. Here's the overhang, the ledge. Some of you people that's local may recognize this. How many Indians have ever noticed that coax sticking out of the wall? Now explain that to me. Why is antenna coax is what it looks like? Why is antenna coax sticking out the face of the bluff? That doesn't make no sense to me. If somebody can explain it to me, let me know in the comments below. Like I said, I can hang on that coax with all my weight, and I weigh about 180 pounds or so, something like that, 185. I can hang on it, and it does not give, so it is in there very good. And I stuck a telescoping, what do you call it, the little cameras you can poke down in the hose. Can't think what they call it, something scope. I got one. I do mechanic work too, and I run it down in the spark plug hose and down inside the cylinders and stuff. But it's about the size of a number 2 pencil, and I've run it up in that crack there before too. I run it into that crack to see how deep it was, and it doesn't go much further than where you can see the coax stopping right there. It's just like a solid rock wall inside there, and the coax goes into the rock. Now explain that to me. Why is that there? What's it there for? And how in the hell did it get there? But again, that is coax coming out of the bluff wall. If I can get you a better video. Sorry, I'm shaking, but I'm stretching on a rock trying to do this with one hand. That is coax coming out of the crack, a bluff wall. Like I said, about probably 7.5, 8 foot off the ground. But that doesn't make much sense. And let me get down here on the ground. Sorry it's such a long video and it's so shaky, but let me back up. Not busting my ass here. The ground's muddy. Let me back up here and I'll show you from the distance so you can get a better look at it. Oh, got one over the edge. Alright, right here is the rock I was standing on. And let's see if I can tell in the camera, right here is the slit in the wall with the coax sticking out of that little crack right there. That's that coax I just showed you. That's it. It's coming out of that crack right there. Now explain that to me. Anybody in the comments can let me know and tell me how many times they found a antenna coax cable. normally related with electronics, usually like antennas and cables, stuff like that. Somebody explained to me why in the hell or how in the hell coax would be in the face of a bluff, and how in the hell it got in the bluff in the first place, and how in the hell they got it in there where it stays so strong. Because it literally looks like it goes into the bluff, into the rock itself, just straight into it. And if it was just had a hole drilled and they just poked in there and glued it, then how can me at 185 pound hang on it and it hold my weight? It's got to be some damn good glue. And whatever it is, whoever did it, let me know. It's been there at least 10 years that I know of. And I'm sure it's been there longer now, but I just noticed it about 10 years ago. And we've been watching it off and on over the years, and I don't guess anybody else has noticed it other than the ones I've told. But like I said, whoever did it, or if somebody did put it in there when they glued it, if they did glue it, let me know, because I'd sure still like to know what kind of glue it is, because I've never found any to hold up that good. There's the rest of the bluff down through there. There's a creek. Again, I'm trying not to make you guys sick by shaking the camera. Here's how tall the bluff is. There's a rock ledge. Here's the big rock ledge. There's the big one that comes out to where everybody camps under. But yeah, explain this to me. Somebody please in the comments, because I'm sure so confused. How did coax cable, once again, get in a bluff, or why in the hell would coax cable be coming out of a bluff? Some of you people that know it, they say some people on the internet know it alls. That's the ones I need to comment down below. Tell me what the hell it's there for, because I'd sure like to know. See if I can zoom up on it here. Not making you guys sick. My camera's gonna zoom up on it. Yeah, there's the crack. And that's where the coax is. I don't know if you can make it out in the picture or not. The phone's shadowed over with me, with the sunlight here with me. I don't know if I'll try to get a sideways view. Sorry for shaking the camera so much. I'm stumbling over rocks here. But I guess I'm still on the right crack here. Let me zoom back, make sure. No, there it goes. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. Yeah, if we can zoom up enough to where you can see it or not, we may be looking dead on the coax. I don't know if you guys can make it out in that picture or not. But somebody explain that to me. Put it in a comment down below. And if you like this kind of weird oddball stuff, or looking at different cool stuff, like and subscribe and to the channel, and I'll get some more different videos of cool stuff coming out to you. Thanks for watching. Like I said, somebody explain this to me. Catch you later.